Okay. So, before I go on, this has been kind of a thought that's been drilling in the back of my mind for the past, like, 2 or 3 minutes, or rather, day, I guess, if we're maintaining the illusion of daily uploads here on YouTube. I want to quickly clarify my thoughts of why I assumed that Natalie was going to have, like, AIDS. And the reason that I thought that, I'm going to be extremely candid with my thoughts here, is that, like, I I saw the words. First off, I saw the words immuno system or something like that on this guy, and I just assumed that it was gonna. I assumed that it was gonna say like. I assumed that everyone was gonna have immuno anti-vax viral as like a theme going on between the three characters. So that's kind of what tipped me off. And then the other thing that I thought was like, I mean, I'll be honest, when like they talk about like gay characters having health issues, usually in arts and literature it's almost always AIDS, like 99% of the time. And I think that it's kind of cool that this game didn't go with that angle. And so that's kind of why I immediately thought of it. I guess I just kind of had the thought of Rent in the back of my mind or something there. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm giving the game, that's cool that they're exploring health issues not being, like, tied to this specific person. It's like sexuality is, I guess, what I'm trying to say there. Because the last thing I want to do is make people think that I was just like, oh, it must be the gay disease, because that's what people used to call it back in the 80s. Not saying I was even born or alive in the 80s. Well, I mean, I was, but I was one. So, I was even less, I was younger than that even. So, there you go. I wasn't just in, like, that's my thought process of why I assumed it was going to be AIDS there. I don't think anyone actually cared about that thought, but it's something that was just kind of burning in the back of my mind. It's like, I should probably explain why my brain went to that specific thing, because it seemed like way out of left field there. Anyway, let's continue on by looking at the botany section. So they have a lot of chicken, which is great. They have very little fish, which sucks. They have a whole lot of biff. They have a whole lot of biff. They got biff up the ace. All-purpose protein. Oh. Wait, what? So you load up all-purpose protein and then these vats turn it into, like, beef and stuff? That's actually kind of neat. That's a really cool process. That's also not at all how laboratory-grown meat works, but hey, whatever. So this is kind of cool. I really like when people take a stab at trying to talk about like food issues in space and space hydroponics and stuff. This is decidedly way too small of a botanical section to actually feed a crew of even 6 people, unless everyone literally just eats tomatoes and squash every single day. But that is, I mean, maybe that's just way too small, though, I think. Alright, I guess what I'll do is, I think for this one I'm going to explore the whole area first, then I'm going to play out the dialogue. There's Andrew's office, we'll come back to that in a bit. Tea garden, ooh, this looks fancy. Ah, pretty. Any secrets here? There's a letter. Aw, so Andrew's a bit of an artist. Oh, good for him. What kind of pencil does he use? Oh, Grandmoller's artist drawing pencils? A 2B. Everyone knows that that's for amateurs. You're supposed to use, what is it? Rose art pencils. Those are the best, right?
No.
Nah, Dixon, Ticonderoga, or bust.
That's right.
Jazz? Oh, yeah. I think I've heard of this music before. I think somebody was playing it in their room for, like, the background of a recording for 35 minutes. Oh. I don't know what your relaxation sounds are, but mine are, thumping-ass disco music. So that is not relaxing in the slightest for me. Alright, what's going on over in the personnel quarters? Oh, I think this is... Okay, this is his personal quarters. And what does this little machinery do here in the center? It's the irrigation machine. Used for irrigating friends, your family. You can irrigate the crap out of anybody and everything you want. Alright. I don't know what I want to do first in this segment. Let's change things up though, and I'm gonna go into the office for now and open up his personal workstation and read through his emails here. Beautiful orchids. My orchids have been growing gloriously in botany this winter, and they're ready to be propagated. If anyone would like a small orchid plant to brighten up their bunk, let me know. They do take a bit of care, but I'm happy to include instructions and answer any questions. Just like real orchids. Alright, make it go away. No, make it go away, thank you. Congratulations, Venturis build property owner. Confirms your request of currency conversion. Removed a value of 154,000 and replied to your investment pre-planning, pre-registration, pre-free. Proud owner of a bungalow in the Venturis belt. Okay, so Andrew, who is from the citizen of Europe, is not okay. Cool. I do wonder. I kind of want to get a QR reader on my phone and start like looking at some of these QR codes because they have to be something. If somebody actually wants to do that, I'm sure that the cool thing about QR codes is that you can read them under like really crazy circumstances. Like they're meant to be viewable under really adversarial imaging setups. So you could probably scan it off of this video and still figure out what it says. So that's Andrew and his mom. Named... Huh? Vegetarian biryani mix. Chopsticks. I can't pick that up. More pencils. Pencil case. Grand Moral scent of artist pencils. I mean, not scent of artist pencils. That would be a really weird scented candle. I don't think would sell particularly well. He went to... Oh! Okay. That's a little weird. We're gonna pick that up and put it in there. No, 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 no. You go in there where you belong. For people who don't know, that is my employer. Oh my god, he can't write for shit. I request an official corporate day of mourning to be instituted on this year, memorializing the Tibetan genocide of 2052. Aw, there was a genocide in 2052 of Tibet? Oh, so he's from Tibet, I guess. Indelibly sundered in this horrific ethnic cleansing event. My parents and I escaped Tibet as refugees. Oh man, that's some heavy shit. I really, really appreciate these game designers' world building. The game itself is bizarre and strange, but it's a really cool world that they have, that they've made up here. Okay, 281. Let's see. That is gonna be... let's see. 281. Well, it's gonna be... First off, it's gonna be... How the hell do you factor this? Is it divisible by 3 by chance? 9? No. Is this a prime number? Alright. I'm not moving on until I know this incredibly inane fact here. Ah, damn it. Damn it, phone. Okay. We'll try another way. Okay, prime factorization of 281. Has exactly 2 factors. It is... it is a prime number. Okay, that makes me feel slightly better about myself, because I was trying to do a prime factorization of it in my head, which I'm actually really good at doing, in my opinion. It's also a really, really easy skill, so there you go. But I was like, why can't I factor this one? Well, there you go. Ah, mathematics. Everyone's favorite thing for me to talk about, am I right? Okay, so 281, let's go ahead and punch that sucker into the irrigation thing, and we can irrigate the shit out of everything. 281, yeah! I'm gonna irrigate the crap out of this place. There's nothing in it. What is this? Cigarettes. You can smoke in space? I guess just down here. Oh, use cigarettes. What the hell are these? These aren't cigarettes. This is the plastic container for an X-Acto knife. What the hell is this? Alright. Stone shaping fundamentals for health and for meditation. Oh, interesting. So, as part of his meditation, he would smoke cigarettes and shape rocks into smooth rocks. I remember I was picking those things up in his office. Now I know what the hell they are. Alright, oxygen supply. We went from yay to meow as of 3 days ago. Alright, how's the algae population? It went... He bloomed it intentionally to try to give himself more oxygen, and now they're dead. How is the oxygen production? Again, bloomed it like crazy, and now it's like low as hell again. Alright, well, that's kind of neat, actually. See some of the inner workings of the spaceship. Let's now... I'm not gonna... Again, I'm gonna do this in kind of a reverse order than how I usually do it. I'm gonna go up to his personal quarters and dig through his personal things real quick. What the hell is that? Was he sneezing or something? What the hell are these things? Oh, was this a video game? Was this a bitch in space video game? Because it looks like it was a bitch in space video game. Oh, whatever. I'll just start recovering this one.
Okay, Odin. Ready? I'm gonna do it this time.
Alright, I'm gonna restore this, actually. We'll watch the cutscene in a bit here. Okay, so it's a picture of Andrew here with, I'm guessing these are his two sons. Nicholas and other guy. Well, I thought it'd be the other one. You need to pass them out to the rest of the crew. What the hell? Oh, so the knockaround custom sunglasses over here. These are a birthday present from his son Nicholas. That's cute. I like that. Happy birthday, Dad. Bill would like to repeal the cord block of 1,000 space travel. Venturis $1 billion. This is Venturis stock to, this is what it is. Stock dropped to an all-time low following the OCEP vote and continuing public image outrage. Timeshare memberships. Oh, interesting. So Venturis was like doing a whole, oh, orbital worker safety. Interesting. So Venturis had a lot of shitty workers practices apparently. That's probably not too surprising. Other guys, what I will name my next child. Well, okay, I thought you were gonna name him after me, but, you know, I guess I can live with it. Ah, so it was a kick-ass space bitchin' video game. So Sarah just came over. Oh, they were doing a versus mode. And Sarah was kicking his ass. Wait, so Sarah got more points, but Andrew's won more rounds. Oh, Well then. I wonder if these two had a thing going on, because I've seen them interacting, and Lord knows, the best way to tell if someone likes you is if they communicate with you in any minor way. That's a birdcatcher love tip right there. If a girl says, "Hey, how's it going?" that means that she is deeply in love with you, and you should be obsessed with her. Alright, so he was reading my favorite book. They Yam. They Yam. A book about bad grammar and delicious vegetables. The fourth book in Nina Ayer's best-selling worship series, They Yam, places heroine Pooja and her bow-wielding sister Sapna in Kola, a small town in eastern Kalinga, where they yam to rest and prepare for their meeting with the powerful Cwrtyh Mio. However, Pooja and Sapna find themselves in the midst of a pious ceremony of blessings, which at first seemed so beautiful and harmless until something took notice. They yam. Alright. Jeez. This is like when someone tries to hype up Bible stories to me. Like, however, David was worshiping God, and then all of a sudden the Goliath took notice in the Bible. She's got this badass multi-tooth toothbrush. Oh, this is him. He got this badass multi-toothbrush too. You could brush your teeth in 45 to 32 seconds with this badass thing. All right. Why are they shaped like hemorrhoid pillows? I don't understand the soap. Does it have less gravity? I don't know. All right, what's this book? Oh, man, that is so boring. I'd rather see the flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe than this, if you know what I'm saying. I think that's probably the second Mapplethorpe joke. Hey, Andrew, sorry you couldn't be here for the dedication ceremony, but it was really lovely. Even Nicholas seemed moved. We found her grandmother's entry. Here's a photo. We'll miss it together when you're home. Love you, Mark. Okay, that's kind of cool. Anything else? There you go, Sarah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, did they scan this from the artist's, like, middle school book or something? Oh, dang. Oh, man, that is all too relatable. Let's see, what's going on in space? Oh, wow, nothing. Sapna, Sweet Cake Bites. Oh, I remember her. She was the protagonist of a story that I once heard about. Oh, man. Homework is more important than fun. Dad. Love Nicholas. Have a good year in space. Oh, this game, when it hits, is a really, really cool experience. No, I can see what's written on that corner. I don't want to read it. Fine. The Democratic Eastern Coalition's finest performing arts training campus, rated #1 in corporate performing arts placement and benefits for the 8th year in a row, Amazon University at Buffalo. Dear Mr. Dagyeb and Mr. Figueroa, thank you for allowing us to show you and your talented son Nicholas around our cutting-edge campus with the decks leading expressed interest in discovering financial options to accept loyalty from internationally recognized corporate institutions, including the Venturis corporate entities and competitive rates. Please contact with the 20 whatever. Okay, so he went to space to pay for his son's college at Amazon University. That's cute and disturbing. Oh, the grandmother's name was Shiwa Dagyeb, which I assume I'm incredibly mispronouncing. Also, how the hell should I say that name? Nutrition bars. What does he eat? Oh, wow. Thank you for letting me know, game. And he smokes all sorts of space cigs. He smokes Cwrtyh space cigs made out of real Gita Chlorathia Bhignon Kalagnu. And you can't forget some Granhelnigmir. I can't tell if this was made by Cthulhu or a Welshman. Ah, here, Cwrtyh, we're smoking cigarettes with 12 cigarettes. You fucking snoober. Ah, yes, we have Cwrtyh cigarettes gain. 20 cigarettes preferably equal to auto-vaporizing cigarettes. Manufactured in late Framfles Roscolleben of Stubner Goldlichtlund. Cwrtyh, for when you get that crimin sleeping, you're smoking the Cwrtyh. There's a fucking advertisement. There's a trailer for the game. Ah, I am done.